Kia ora te whānau mamati up in the whare anō. Today is day 7 of my control. No, is it? My control day? Juice? No cap juice. Anyway, for those of you who haven't followed and are wondering what all this cap juice crap is about, so for 42 days I was on, I called it cap juice. So that's 1 carrot, 1 apple, and 1 potato, all juiced up, and then you drink it. First thing in the morning, you wait an hour before you can have something to eat, and then you have it again in the evening, and then likewise. So in the evening before 5 o'clock, and then you wait an hour, and then you have something to eat, or you can eat after that. So that's what the cap juice was all about. Now, for those who would like to know a little bit more about the cap juice, so I was given a challenge of taking it for 2 weeks. And I liked it so much, I took it for another 2 weeks. And then I thought, oh, wonder what happens if I took it for another 2. So I did that again. And then I did it for 4 fortnights. So that made it up to 42 days. In that time, I learned some things about the cap juice. So taking it that long and that various length of time, if you've ever heard of the adage, too much of a good thing can be bad for you. So in the beginning, because I wasn't doing it properly, I wasn't getting the benefits. Hence the reason why a little bit later I continued to do it. Because I was doing 2 carrots, 2 apples, and 2 potatoes in the one drink, and then sculling that back, and that was it. But I wasn't seeing any benefits. So in the third week, the first 2 weeks, I think it was in the second 2 weeks or the third 2 weeks, I can't recall right now, I started doing one in the morning, one in the evening, because I went and did a little bit of research. Now, this cap juice, it contains vitamins A, C, D, and K. And another thing that I found out, that if you have a heart issues, please be aware of vitamin K. It can interfere with some of your medication. So, anyway, yeah, so vitamins, that's a good thing. Another great thing was, because we were all in coronavirus and COVID, looking out and taking our rat tests and everything, the cap juice is great for building up your immune system. So that's another one. It's also great for your skin, and throughout my cap juicing, I noticed that my skin was getting clearer, it was getting smoother, softer. Can't tell about the wrinkles, they're just not going to go away anyway. But yeah, so that was another great thing about the cap juice. It also brings down blood pressure, and it helps with joints, with your joint pains. Now, I don't know how many of you know that I have the invisible syndrome of fibromyalgia, and that is chronic pain 24/7, and learning to manage that. And cap juicing was part of my journey in managing that. So anyway, so that's in your joints. But here's my disclaimers also. I don't know if it's disclaimer is the right word, but on my journey and in my research, hang on, before I get into that, I just wanted to say, as I got into day 30, maybe 36, towards those dates, I started getting really bloated in the gut. Now, I'm already a big person, I'm a fat person, and I was just like, what the hell? Cap juice is meant to help you lose weight, but I wasn't seeing that. And this is just me. It might be completely different for you, and what happens for you. I still like cap juicing. I love the taste of it. If it's with the red apples, The green apples are quite tarty for me. I'm such a wuss, huh? Anyway, so here's the thing. Cap juice contains a lot of sugar from the carrots and the apples. So if you have diabetes, please do it safely. Um, I would check with your doctor first. And also, another thing is if you're taking medication, stay on your medication. There are some people out there who come off it because they think this is a cure-all. Please don't. You please, if you're not sure, ask your doctor. Talk to your doctor. That's what they're there for. I myself didn't, so I'm just going to put that out there. And I did my research, and I was, like I was saying, towards the end, about day 35 or whatever, I was starting to get a bit sick. And I felt that I couldn't understand why I was getting bloated. So that's due to the sugars and the sediment at the bottom of the glass is starch. Now, I didn't realise that I should have been straining the juice to keep the starch out of the drink till further on in my journey. Anyway, all that aside, I loved my cap juice journey because it gave me consistency, persistency, meaning that even when I didn't want to do it, I had got my ass out of bed and made the juice, cleaned up, and then drank it. And it was these little videos of mine that I put up to help me stay accountable for no other reason but stay accountable for myself. So that's consistency, that it was a daily thing, persistency, doing it even when I didn't want to, and dedication. And the dedication for this was for me. I needed to do it for me. But anyway, I just wanted to say that's what all the cap juicing was about. And I have been off it now for 7 days, and I still feel really good. And I believe it's because the cap juice has given me a platform to work from, so I'm not junking myself up with other stuff. It also curtailed my appetite, shall I say. So it gave me a bit of an appetite suppressant, and I wasn't able to eat as much. And I suppose that's why it should have been weight loss, but I'm so fat you couldn't have told in 2 weeks. But anyhow, we're getting there. I'm getting there. And this week, since I haven't been doing the cap juicing, I've also added in light squats. And I call them light squats because when I come and sit down at the table, or I go to the wharepaku, and after you've done your business and stuff like that, I do 5 squats, and then I go about washing my hands and getting on with my day. When I come sit at the table, doing my 5 squats there, and then I sit and I can do the mahi that I've got to do, that I'm doing. I also have on the wall back there, I don't know if you can see them hanging down, I added in some arm flies so I can start working my upper body as well. And I have my wiri wiri board, is what I call it, because it shakes like a wiri wiri. And I haven't yet done it, even though I said I was going to do it a few days ago, because the last time I got on it, I went into what I called it episode. So I got off there, and I was still shaking, and I still was shaking because sometimes that's what I do, and that's how I get affected. My whole body goes into these bloody, like I say, episodes, and I'm working with my complex, a worker from the Complex Chronic Illness Centre, support team. And yeah, so we're working on that so that I'm not doing that as much. And I promise you, since I've had this cap juice, I have had less and less episodes. So that's one great thing. I've also had a bit more clarity of mind. And I'm able to, at the moment, so for those who didn't know, I wasn't able to, my mobility has been getting less and less. On the cap juice, it started to increase again, my mobility and my endurance in standing and walking and doing things. And I don't want to jinx that, knock on wood. But these are the great things that have happened for me through the cap juice. Now, to follow on with my journey, I know if you've kept up with me this far, kia ora. But if I'm just talking to myself, well, kia ora to that too. Anyway, so my daughter, without my knowledge, she went and bought Optifast. Now, for those who don't know, Optifast is a, what do you call it? A high protein dietary supplemental thing. VCD, I think they call it. Anyway, she bought that because I was on it about 10 years ago and I lost a lot of weight. And then my illness took over and that was it. And then, so she said to me, Mum, I've ordered it for you. And I don't see this as a waste of my money because I'm investing in you because you've invested in yourself. Excuse me, guys. And she did it because she's seen me do my cap juicing. She's seen me do my exercising. She's noticed that I'm walking more. So on Sunday, just a side note, on Sunday I went to see my dad. And from where the car was to where he is was quite a distance. And it's the longest distance I've walked unaided because I usually have a toko. Toko is a stick, a cane, to help me walk. And it was the longest I had walked unaided there and back to where he was, and he was in the lounge. It was lunchtime, and I got to sit with him and talk with him and just be with him for a while. And then I came back to the car, and my moko, who's oh gosh, how old is she now? 7. Opens the door and she goes, Nana, you're so good at walking today. I mean, you're walking so well. Well done. And I'm like, wow, that really hit me. So the things that I'm doing to get myself healthy is having these ongoing effects. And sorry, aroha mai if I'm a bit thing, because I have not invested in myself or my well-being because I didn't think I was worth it. And let me tell you, you are worth it. You are worth every single bit of taking care of yourself. And if people call you selfish because you're taking time out, even if it's for a sleep, 10-15 minutes of a sleep, and they call you selfish, you can tell them, shut up. This is about me and me managing my health, my stress levels, my anxieties, my depression, whatever. It's none of their G-damn business, because only you can take care of yourself. They might think that they're taking care of you, but they're not. There's people out there who tell you, you just get on with it, suck it up, get on with it. Well, kei te pai, because that might be right for them, but it might not be right for you. And it might not be right for you right now, but it could be in the future. Okay? Just let me tell you, you are worth it. Whatever it looks like for you. And on saying that, I just want to say what a blessing it's been to do this cap juicing. And So it's the 30th, 31st tomorrow. So on Wednesday I start my Optifast because I wanted to start it on the 1st of June. Coming into Matariki. And I'm a little bit excited, a little bit apprehensive because in the first couple of weeks of doing the Optifast, it's Optifast. So there's the kai that you eat during Optifast in the first couple of weeks is what they call 0 calories. So that's like lettuce, tomatoes, zucchinis, spinach. No carrots because of the sugar, so I can't really be doing the cap juicing like I was going to. So I can implement that in a little bit later. I've got to get my list out again. But there is a list of things you can eat that can fill in the gaps. And also with Optifast, which is what I used to do, was I used to make a pudding out of it. So you would mix up your Optifast and then you would pour in the diet Weight Watchers jelly. Mix it all up. So I like vanilla. So you can get flavoured jelly of whatever. And then you can mix it all up, and what do you know? You've got this flavoured instant pudding, and you don't feel like you're starving yourself because your jaw's not eating. Anyway, I know I've talked a long time, and if you're still with me at this stage, thank you for listening. I really appreciate you. You are awesome. And I hope that you've got something out of this for yourself or for somebody you know. And if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. And at the moment, I'm a walking testament of changing something in my life. And to, because no one else can change you but you. Okay? So in this, I better sign off now. I've just had a look at the time, how far it's gone in. And I really appreciate you. So, thank you for watching. And if you did watch to the end of this, give me a thumbs up. Seriously, give me a thumbs up and a smiley emoji if you've got this far. Okay, so this is Mama D out. And I'll see you all, Pawpaw.